Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Big Time Talkers. I'm Brock Jordan.
Tommy Haley.
And I'm Benjamin Duncan.
Gentlemen, it is good to see you again. Let's do a quick sports memorabilia check as to what you're wearing, starting with you, Mr. Haley.
I am wearing the sweater that was being sold, the 2015 Kansas City Royals World Series Championship sweatshirt from 7 years ago. We are getting old, gentlemen.
I can feel it.
We're getting old because I got a thing of when I took videos and pictures when I went to Game 2 of the ALCS, and it popped up on my thing the other day. It's like, remember this day 7 years? Like, oh, I'm getting closer to 6 feet under.
Ben, what are you wearing?
Still my favorite baseball game ever to go to.
I got my Martin Mizzou hat that I've had since freshman year here, and I got the all-orange Bears Nick Foles jersey.
And a purple sweatshirt on too.
Yes,
Just
my
a
work
perfect,
sweatshirt.
perfect clashing colors. Perfect amount of different colors.
Yeah, well,
Green
I
colors, my boy.
am wearing the Seattle Mariners hat in remembrance of our poor Seattle Mariners that have fallen.
They technically played 4 games
They did.
by technicality.
And I am wearing my brand new retro Steve Largent throwback Seattle Seahawks jersey. So
It's such a nice blue.
they need to bring this jersey back.
They never will because they'll
I
always
like
do
the
those
Seahawks on
god
the side of the
awful
sleeve.
highlight green jerseys.
I know. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Doing good. Watching Game 1 of the NCS right now.
We'll get to
Praying
that.
that
Ben?
Today could have definitely gone a lot better, but we're here.
Yep. Ben gets to taste test some chips later on EOS this week, which Tommy was very confused by. Go ahead and show the bag off right now, Ben, for the people at home.
all right.
And
For everybody
Tommy
at
can
home.
ask his questions. So,
We have,
for everyone at home, if you're not watching the video version, first off, go watch that on YouTube. But Ben has the Luther Burden potato chips.
And it's like, and it has like this. Is that his signature?
It is.
I thought
Yeah.
like Ben went out of his way to go buy those bag of chips and have him like personally sign it, and I didn't know like it was just part of the bag.
So, Ben, explain to Tommy the whole story behind these.
From what I know, it's since Old Vienna is based out of St. Louis, it's the chip company, and they make chips, yada yada. Luther Burden from the St. Louis area, NIL deal, they worked it out, and he got himself on a bag of chips.
He has
got
his own
himself a
brand.
bag. He got himself a bag.
Yeah, he got the Luther Burden honey barbecue flavored ridged potato chips.
Honey barbecue is a good flavor of chip.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good flavor. Like, you never ask for it, but when you have it, it's good.
I just thought of a joke. Man is chasing a bag of potato chips. See myself out. Have a good night, you guys. I gotta go to work.
Yeah. B card updates. There was no EOS this past week. Me and Ben recorded. Yeah, me and Ben recorded, but there was no audio.
Oh, that's the best.
So we did a 45-minute podcast with no audio.
You guys just talked about Missouri, the University of Missouri for 45 minutes, all for it just to be silent.
It's a big week this week for EOS, isn't it, Ben? At Mizzou.
It is a very big week.
It is homecoming against the other black and gold school.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo. Tommy, you look confused by that comment.
I was like, wait, are you playing a non-conference game against Southern Miss?
No, the other black and gold school in the conference.
And then I was like, oh, he's talking about Vanderbilt.
Yes, Vanderbilt, the Commodores. Miss Macy put out an episode of CSP this week. More cryptids, including the Fiji mermaid.
Their
So,
water is really good.
Overpriced.
Tommy is pulling out all the dad jokes this week.
No!
Tommy pulling out all the dad jokes this week.
It's some high quality H2O.
Anyway, Tommy, will you have Wayne this week?
Yes, I will have. I will have Wayne this week, and we'll talk about wrestling, obviously.
I'd hope so. I'd hope so.
Yes.
What better way to get the podcast started off from here than Ben telling us about some dead bodies at Worlds of Fun?
Okay, this is where you have me do this. Okay.
Might as well, right off the top.
I really should have. I should have gone first, and then Ben can go next. Actually, my thing.
No, you go next after this. This is our non-sports part of BTT, because we don't just talk about sports.
Athletics part
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Okay. Here we go. Yesterday, Kansas City Police Department is investigating after people found 2 dead bodies in woods just a little ways away from Worlds of Fun. Yeah, it's a highway, matter of fact, just before 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon.
Devontae Adams
death is unknown,
No,
and detectives said there are signs of trauma. That's
Ben
all that
completely missed the joke.
Brock beat me to the joke.
Ben, you missed the joke, didn't you?
Yeah.
I
Was it
said
something
Devontae,
about like a...
I said Devontae Adams got his revenge.
Nah, man.
Since there
That's
was
so
like
out
a
of pocket.
possible trauma, I thought you were gonna say something like a... Was it like the timber, whatever it's called?
Timberwolf.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean,
rattle your
Seriously, that
bones
thing
real
can-
quick.
Seriously, that thing can mess your back up like it's what's business.
then now no one outside of Kansas City will talk about it. What the heck we're talking about it with this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They either don't know we have an amusement park, or they're either somehow banned for not even having foot on the premises. Devontae.
Fair enough.
My man could. I bet he saw that and he was like, I could care less about this.
He was probably like, "Who are you?"
He's like, who? Yeah, exactly. Who are
All right,
you?
but speaking of the whole Devontae Adams situation, let's go in and talk about that.
No, Tommy, and his
So,
sports related.
nondescript athletics related
Yeah.
segment. That's what we're gonna call this. We're gonna call this the BTT script athletics segment. So, gentlemen, are you familiar with the YouTuber known as Markiplier?
Yes.
Okay, he put out a video. So he has a podcast with 2 of his close friends from Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. And he's
Ohio.
basically voting it.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't
And
exist.
if he-
Fake place.
Wherever he nondescript state in the nondescript state in America, and he said if we could get this to both #1 on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, he will start an OnlyFans. You guys both just got so wide-eyed. I am not making this up. This is 100% real. You can go to his YouTube channel right now, and there's a 3-minute video saying how to start an OnlyFans bot. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Not going. Not doing it. Not doing it.
I saw that.
If we get to number 100, Ben will start an OnlyFans.
Why me?
Do you really
Bro,
want
I was
to swing
thinking-
it?
Bro, everyone wants to see them dogs
I
loose.
mean, I'm
you know
sure
what I'm saying?
everybody would
Let's see them
rather
dogs
see-
loose, my guy.
You said dogs?
Let's see them dogs.
No,
lose. Not
no,
right now. Not
Ben,
right now. Not right now.
no,
Not right now.
no.
That was my hand. That was my hand.
Okay. If we get up to number 50, then Tommy will show his feet.
Oh yeah, these dogs. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you right now. These dogs
They're
are
barking.
barking.
That was a great job with your shoe there.
Yep.
But, yeah. And with that comment, it's now time for the MIP of the week this week.
Bronco,
Oh,
we have to be
excellent.
number one for you to start an OnlyFans.
We'd have to be number 69.
No, we'd have to be number one in order for him to start an OnlyFans.
Yeah, that would pretty much be it. It would have to be number 1.
Man.
I have a career that with what I do, if that got out, oh god. Anyway, Ben, your MIP of the week this week.
I'm sure we're not gonna get very far with what I'm gonna have to say, but I'm just gonna it's these two people's names, and both of you guys definitely know, but my MIPs of the week are the issue that's going on between Jim Irsay and Dan Snyder right now.
Yes.
That's my owner. That's my owner. Go ahead.
You
You
mean
have
about it?
dirt on your own.
Okay.
Does Dan Snyder have dirt on all the other owners?
We all know what's going on with Dan Snyder, blah, blah, blah. He says that he has all this dirt that he's dug up on all the NFL owners. And Jim Irsay's like, yeah, he doesn't have any of that. And also that he deserves to be forced to sell the team. And then some Commanders media person came out today with like a message from Dan Snyder saying that that's uncalled for and he shouldn't have to sell the team. So it's a big mess, and we'll see where it goes.
Hopefully,
Hopefully he should sell the team.
Mm-hmm. But that's my owner, Jim Irsay. Just dunking all over.
Surprised you didn't break down into tears like TL. Like, oh no. That's my owner.
That's my owner. That's my owner, man.
My quarterback.
Love that man. I fought for him. That's my quarterback. Woo! Who wants a baby? Woo! I'm Dan Snyder and I'm abandoning babies now. Tommy, do you remember that reference?
I don't. Was it? Wait. Is that South Park?
Gridiron Heights.
Oh, that's okay.
When they did The Mandalorian.
I haven't seen Gridiron Heights in forever.
It's gotten real cringy recently. But anyway, Tommy, you're MIP of the week.
Can I go last?
I mean, you know who mine is.
May I please go last? Because this will transition
Alright.
to what we're talking about next.
That is fair. All right, my MIP of the week are the Denver Broncos. So, to review, this is the Russell Wilson trade. Russell Wilson to Denver. And some guy.
And some other guy. Can I also say that when he was traded to Denver, he signed a $240-something million contract with the Broncos. So there's that part.
Yes. 4. A rookie offensive tackle who's now ranked number 3. Tyreek Smith, who's on the AR. Derek Young. Noah Fant. Shelby Harris. Drew Lock. A 2023 first and second round pick and cap space for Seattle. I want everyone to apologize to Drew Lock for saying he was the reason the Broncos were struggling.
Hey, I never said anything bad about it was just the coaching and the situation he was in with Vic Fangio.
Exactly. Ben, we Mizzou fans can hold our chest up high to know our quarterback was what was keeping the Broncos afloat. Because in their first 6 games,
I'd rather have Drew Lock right now than Russell Wilson.
through their first 6 starts with the Broncos, here are the records. Kyle Orton, 6-0. Cool, nice. Trevor Siemian, 5-1. What the hell? I don't remember him doing that well.
I don't remember that.
Drew Lock, 4-2. Drew Lock, very good, very good. Brock Osweiler, 4-2. Tim Tebow,
Oh,
3-3. Teddy Bridgewater, 3-3. Yes, Teddy Two Hands. Case Keenum, Joe Flacco, 2-4, and right with them through their first 6 starts, Russell Wilson, also at 2-4. Who remembers
Broncos country. Let's
Who else
ride.
remembers that Joe Flacco was a quarterback for the Broncos? Anyone?
God, that was.
Yeah.
What
That's it.
year was that?
2019.
Oh.
Was it 2019?
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I guess it was.
It was either 19 or 20.
No, 20 was Drew Lock,
Oh.
so it had to be 19.
The fact that Russell Wilson is basically stealing $247 million from Denver and is 2-4 right now. I believe they still have 2 more primetime games.
3.
They have 3?
3.
What's the third one?
Both against the Chiefs, and then one against the Chargers, I believe.
Wait, one of those games against Kansas City is a Sunday night game. Is the other a Thursday or a Monday night game?
No, Chiefs always play the Chargers on Thursday. Yes, Ben, I've seen it before. Broncos country, I'm blind.
Didn't say
Broncos
that
country.
after they lost this weekend. He didn't say that after the game last night.
Oh man, to think if he said that after his press conference, the entire state of Colorado would have been in complete meltdown mode.
You just lost to the Sheldon High School Fishing Club president Justin Herbert.
Yeah!
Look at that baby face. Look at that. Look at how short his hair was too. Look how short his hair is.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, Tommy.
We will transition into baseball talk as well.
Well, I mean, we've
So-
also got to vote on who wins MIP of the
My
week.
MIP is the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Mm.
You win 100+ games, only to get absolutely embarrassed 4 games by the San Diego Padres.
Stop, Ben. No, bad Ben.
And they talk, and Dave Roberts earlier in the preseason basically did an 86 Mets where they're like, just give us the championship. We're gonna win all this year. And what do? They lose in 4 games to the Padres. If you're gonna shit talk, you gotta back it up.
19-5 against the Padres in the regular season.
Padres just need 3 games.
3 games.
Ugh.
Oh, I thought they got 4.
3 in the DS. That's why the
Pretty sure
Royals.
they went.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that series. Pretty sure the Dodgers Padres went 4 games.
You only need 3 wins, is what I'm saying.
Yes, I know.
So that's why I said
But still, the
Padres only need
the
to win games.
The Dodgers are my MIP because you talk all this smack of being the best team in baseball, and what do? You basically do what the Angels did in 2014 and just shell in the postseason.
All right, it's now time to vote on who wins this week. Gentlemen? I'm pretty
Going with Brock's.
You know what? I'm happy with Brock.
The Broncos, it's a pretty good one. Because you're 4-2 and you've lost
2 and
back-to-back
4.
games in prime time,
You're
in
2 and 4.
overtime. Yeah, my bad. 2-4. They've lost back-to-back games in prime time, in overtime, on field goals.
And they set an 11-10 win to Origami.
But yes, Tommy. Baseball.
Yeah, so the Dodgers lost we
Thank
are now
God.
in the thank God. We are also now in the championship series and we have 4 games left. In the AL, it's America's worst case nightmare scenario with the Yankees and the Astros. I'm in hell because Game 5 was supposed to be played. So as it's recording, Game 5 is over. The Yankees won. However, the game was supposed to be played yesterday on Monday, but it was postponed due to rain. So, and here was the thing about it. The Indian... I said it.
The Spiders.
The Spiders! The
Not
Spiders!
their actual name, the Spiders. That's what we're going with.
I'm officially calling them the Spiders. The Spiders
Yeah.
checked out of their hotel and everything and all that Monday, expecting to play, depending on if they won, Houston, all that jazz. So then they found out it postponed, and then they end up getting it. They had to panic. All their travel people have to panic, be like, "Oh crap, we gotta find a hotel, all that stuff for an extra day in New York, all that stuff." I guess they found some place in the Bronx, and then they end up losing 5-1.
God is
And
dead.
it was
And we have
over by
killed
the first inning. It was over by the first inning, by the way.
God is dead, and we have killed him. Or more specifically, the Astros and Yankees fans have killed him. And
I
Philly.
wanted to see the Mariners go farther.
I wanted Mariners, Guardians. Oh my God!
They technically
would have collapsed.
by technicality, if you look at how the Mariners played, because that game 3 went like what 18 innings.
Yup.
They technically did play 4 games by a technicality. By a technicality, they did play 4 games,
Not helping.
but I don't know.
Yeah, your CSs are set.
It's not my fault. Yordan Alvarez decided to turn into a hitting machine like it was no one's business.
Phillies versus Padres and Astros versus Yankees.
Oh, but did you see what JT Real Muto did the other day?
Please tell me it wasn't an Antonio Brown situation.
No, absolutely not.
Oh
God,
no.
God,
Phillies
no, not even
pitcher
close.
JT Real Muto scored the MLB's first ever inside the park home run by a catcher in MLB postseason history.
Fat boys.
Rise up!
Hey, I'm the only fat one here, so yeah! Oh, hell yeah!
What?
What? Gotta run around the
What?
base, son. Gotta do
What?
it while the ball's still in place, son. What?
What?
It's now time for top 5. And to piggyback off what we did last week with the best MLB stadiums, we felt like the bad ones needed to be mentioned as well. So this week, top 5 worst MLB ballparks. Gentlemen, please tell me you have the actual names of these stadiums and not family-friendly Foundation Field, Jerry Sandusky
Jerry
Memorial
Sandusky.
Stadium. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Good. And it's a name that everyone would realize, not, Fifth Third Bank Street Stadium or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like how Miller Park is Miller Park.
Yes, it's Miller Park, Ben.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay.
who would like to go first?
I'll start.
All right, Mr. Haley, you're number 5, please.
This might sound like an odd one. I don't know. I went with the Rogers Center.
Interesting.
I mean,
Multi-use stadium.
if you look at the inside of it, it's just a dome. Like, it's almost like a football stadium, kind of. Do they actually play football?
They used to.
They used to. Well, I mean, I also know that they all. What did it used to be called? The Toronto Skydome or something like that?
Yes.
Yes, it used to be called the Toronto Sky. I mean, it's just that. I mean, there's no thing to it. I mean, the only real things, the unique thing, is the hotel, but that's it.
Yeah.
It's the only really unique thing about the stadium. Other than that, it's just.
All right, I will go next. Marlins Park.
Funny enough, that's number 4.
It is a trash dump of a stadium.
Yeah, that's what happens when you build over the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, that doesn't help its case. Anyway, the main thing that puts it over the top and on this list for me is that weird mural statue thing that goes off whenever they hit home runs, and it's like,
Oh, that thing?
That's not there anymore.
yeah,
It's
that's
not there anymore?
thankfully they took it down, but
Sold like 3 years ago.
it's
Plus,
still,
no one goes there.
yeah, it's still stuck in my head that it's there, so that's why it's number 5 on my list. They've improved it slightly by getting rid of it, but it's still a horrible stadium.
Plus, no one goes
Good God! Smash bat sound effect.
there. Home run bat. Home run bat sound effect.
Yeah. Schwarbomb.
Kyle from Walham.
Ben,
Walker,
number 5.
My number 5 is City Field.
Thank you, somebody said it. It's not on my list because I have a few more in the NL East, including one that I just have a personal grudge against, but we'll get to that later.
I already know what one it is.
My
Yeah.
number 5 is
Not on my
City
list.
Field. I mean, like, it's just a normal, average-looking ballpark. But I mean, looking at like the place got like it has the big screen out in the outfield in the middle, which is good. But there's literally just ads plastered everywhere, all around everything in the outfield. Like I see Coca-Cola, some car dealership thing, Nikon, Geico,
I think they have a
Toyota.
WB Mason, I think, is out there as well.
There's just ads plastered everywhere, and it's just
They have a new bounce kind
good
of there,
lord.
somewhere in right field.
All right, so City Field for
The
the
outside looks cool though. Let's do like an Ebbets Field kind of feel on the outside. But the inside of the
Don't ever compare City Field to Ebbets Field
But that's what
ever
the
again.
outside is supposed to look like.
Never again.
But that's what the
Never
outside's supposed to
again.
look like.
Never again. You're number 4.
My number 4 was Marlins Park.
Your reasoning.
It's just this. I mean, no one goes there. It doesn't. It's just a white blandness. It's bland. There's nothing unique about it. It's just bland. It's a desecration.
Lime
of where the
green
Orange Bowl
walls?
originally-
Wait, what
It's just
was
a
your number
desecration.
four?
It's just a desecration of where the Orange Bowl was.
Oh.
Same as my number 5.
It's just a disrespect to the Orange Bowl.
My number 4, we're going to stay in the NL East. It's Nationals Park. Talk about a rotting dump.
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, it looked like, okay, the shots on TV, it looks like a good park, but it's just falling apart. Yeah, Nationals Park. I don't know. I don't got a lot on it. Ben, your number 4?
My number 4 is Rogers Center.
Oh.
So me and Tommy were pretty close there. I know one of the big gripes that I have with it, as Tommy had mentioned, was that the dome. It's only covering half the stadium. It's a half dome. Why don't you just go full all the way dome or no dome at all?
Wait, it's
Because
retract, but isn't it
you can't
retractable?
have a no-dome stadium in Toronto, Canada.
Yeah, no, you cannot. Yeah, you cannot do that at all. No go, especially in the winters.
God, no. That's a terrible idea.
But I just mean like only half. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it was a weird architectural thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Probably
it
a
was cool
reason.
for its time,
There's
but
probably
now
like,
they
if
need
you
to
look it up,
do
there's a
something.
reason why. There's probably a reason why if you hit it up, but it just looks weird.
All right.
Plus, wasn't there like one time there was like a couple having sex in the hotels or something like that in the Rogers Center in the hotels? Did no one see that?
Listen, I just pay attention to the baseball aspect of things.
I'm pretty sure I thought that was like a big deal.
I don't know.
Guess not. Okay.
Tommy, you're number 3?
Tropicana Field.
Why only 3?
Because because number 2 is worse than it.
Then what the hell's your number 1? We'll get to it. Explain yourself.
Tropicana, it's a dump. Tropicana Field's a dump. There's nothing to it other than the tank of Rays that's out in like right center field.
The only redeeming quality of the stadium.
That's it. It's the only thing.
Anyway,
plus they feather their numbers when they're like, yeah, we have a sellout, even though we closed like the top half of the stadium.
My number 3
in Montreal
is the stadium that I have the biggest gripe with that I've been to. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia.
That's not number 1 on your list?
No, it's not, because
we'll get to without a shadow of a doubt, that would have been number 1 on your list.
No. Tommy knows the story. Ben, do you?
Yeah, because you told it like 5,000 times when you were broadcasting to everyone.
But I haven't said it on the podcast. So.
You want to do story time? Story time.
Yeah. Well, it'll be part of my explanation as to why it's number 3 on my list. So, in 2016, my family took a trip, 4th of July, to Washington, D.C. On our way there, the Royals had a 3-game set against the Philadelphia Phillies. The game we went to was the only one that the Royals won in that series. I'll never forget it. Danny Duffy bunted his way on to first base and was safe, and everyone else was too.
That's right.
And also, Kendrys Morales hit 2 home runs right towards us. So, yeah, there were quite a few Royals fans at this game. However, I brought a sign for Whit Merrifield, because this was his debut year, that said supporting the red Whit and our boys in blue. And the backside of the sign said, we traveled however many miles to come to this game. Phillies fans, my dad left. Oh, heck yeah, Predators just scored a goal. Phillies fans are notorious sports fans, are they not?
The city of Brotherly
decided to try and pick a fight with me and my father at this game, and then a drunk Phillies fan came over and started talking to my mother and was drooling all over her, like literal, like saliva and everything.
See, listening to this story again, it's like, God, if we ever go to all 30 MLB ballparks, I'm going to wear absolutely no Royals gear at all.
No, it wasn't even that. It's just you're not a Phillies fan. They do this to you. So yeah, for that reason, Citizens Bank Park is on there. Plus, the stadium was just, it was weird layout. So yeah, Citizens Bank Park, Phillies. That's the reason why I don't want the Phillies to win the World Series, for their fan base. Ben, you're number 3.
My number 3 is Yankee Stadium.
Good. I'm glad that we're just I'm glad we're just beaten down.
The short porch, Brock. Giving unfair advantages to hitters.
Aaron Judge.
Hitter paradise.
Aaron Judge.
Also, apparently for like the middle to lower class fan base, it's very tough for them to get in, considering just how expensive them dang tickets are.
It's ridiculously overpriced.
The 3 of us here couldn't get tickets.
You can afford a ticket to Yankee Stadium.
And mentioning, or like I said with Citi Field earlier, Yankee Stadium outfield is plastered with ads, and I mean, while yes, they're getting money for having the ads and stuff out there, it's like it's taken away from the whole like the stadium as a whole, and I just think having ads plastered everywhere makes it super ugly.
Yes.
Am I the only one who liked old Yankee Stadium better?
No, I liked it better.
I liked it so much better.
Tommy, you're number 2.
Funny enough, it's Yankee Stadium. New Yankee Stadium.
Well, I know what your number 1 is.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll get to here very shortly.
Where do you go? There it is. Yeah, Yankee Stadium. I mean, it's a short porch. Just basically being easy mode for power hitters like Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and all that. Except for Joe Gallo for some reason. I don't know how, but yeah, it's just, it's funny. It's like the Twitter account. Was it a home run? Like every time Aaron Judge got a home run to the short porch, it's like Aaron Judge. That would have been a home run. That would not have been a home run in 31 of the 32 MLB ballparks.
You mean 29 out of the 30?
Or 29, whatever. 29 out of the 30. Sorry, my math was off.
You forgot what league we were talking about.
Yes, I forgot. Yeah, it would have been 29. Would not have been a home run in 29 of the 30 MLB ballparks. The one, Yankee Stadium.
Must be nice. My number 2 is the Oakland Coliseum. Tommy, yeah, I know. But I think now you know what my number 1 is when I say this. The Coliseum is a goddamn dump, and I want the A's to move to San Jose.
No, move to Vegas.
No.
Vegas.
No.
They're going to go to Vegas, Brock.
Guaranteed
they're going to go
Vegas,
Brock.
man.
Brock, I can guarantee that they're going to go to Vegas.
I don't care. I want them to go to San Jose or Sacramento.
Hey, guess what? The MLB doesn't care either. So they don't care about your opinion. They're going to go to Vegas.
There have been talks with both San Jose and Sacramento to move the team there, build stadiums. But yeah, no, the Oakland Coliseum, it was a dump for football. It's a football stadium. It's a football stadium.
It's just an overall just dump.
Yeah. Terrible stadium. But there's one that's much worse, in my opinion. Ben, you're
Did you guys see the thing? Hold on. Did you guys see the thing from Oakland Coliseum where it was like the people in like the very, very top row?
Oh.
Never mind.
Ben,
You
you're number
the very
2.
top row.
My number 2 is Guaranteed Rate Field.
Comiskey Park, got it.
Yes. And one of the reasons, funny enough, I like how this website has it. The upper deck view is so steep, it might as well be the top of the Willis Tower in Chicago, which you can't see from the deck or anywhere else in the stadium because the venue doesn't even look toward the iconic Chicago skyline.
Plus, it's just bland.
And it's just it's a cookie cutter stadium. It's basic outline of everything, so it looks totally normal, just average ballpark, and it doesn't even face one of the nicest looking skylines when they could have easily had it face the skyline, but oh well.
At least like when you're in Wrigley, like you could you're in the Chicago, you're actually in the city.
Yeah.
Tommy, review your previous 4 before saying your obvious number 1 at this point.
So my number 5, Tropicana Field. Number 2,
Holy crap, dude! Try that again. You cut out big time.
Oh, okay. No, 5, the Rogers Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Number 4, Marlins Park. Number 3, Tropicana Field. Number 2, New Yankee Stadium. And then number 1, the Oakland Coliseum. Just a dump. A straight up dump. Not even built for baseball at all.
All right. My previous 4, Marlins Park, Nationals Park, Citizens Bank Park, the Oakland Coliseum, and number 1, the Trop. At least Oakland can draw more fans than Tampa can.
No, even the Marlins can.
Even worse at baseball than Tampa is this year. It is like if the Royals put their stadium in Polo, drive time wise. Or if the Royals put their stadium in like Smithville or Liberty or Lawrence or, something like that.
Overland Park? Holy.
No, because that would at least be somewhat close to the fan base that they're drawing in.
That's actually true.
So, Harrisonville, Oak Grove,
Higginsville.
That's a pretty good one, actually, to say. But yeah,
Pretty good one.
Like, that's why. It's terrible. Moving to... They're not even in Tampa. They're in St. Petersburg. Might as well be St. Petersburg, Russia.
At least,
Devil Rays
at least,
again.
like the Bucks and the Lightning are in like the Tampa area.
They're in Tampa itself. Now, if the Rays were to move to like, I mean, I don't have a map in front of me of what the setup of like the metropolitan area of Tampa is, but I'll look it up. Sarasota.
Orlando.
No, not Orlando. We're not moving this
Dude.
team.
That's way too far.
Yeah. St. Petersburg is technically closer than Sarasota is, but like move them to like, I don't know, Lakeland, Florida. So they're driving on I-4. But yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. Ben, review your previous four before saying your number one, which, given you haven't said me or Tommy's yet.
All right, my number 4 was my number 5 was Citi Field. My number 4 was Rogers Center. My number 3 was Yankee Stadium. Number 2, Kaminsky Park. Right?
Yeah, that's what people know it as more.
That's what people know it.
And my number 1 is Marlins Park.
So you didn't have the Coliseum or the Trop on there?
You didn't have.
What the hell? Well, I think when building this list, we can say that for certainty, Yankee Stadium, Marlins Park, the Trop, and the Coliseum are all on the list.
Okay.
So it's pretty much just.
Is that okay?
So now it's just debating what goes where.
Yeah, well, can you just agree that Oakland is going to be number 1? Because the thing is a straight up dump.
I can live with that, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So write that down, Tommy. Write down Oakland.
Alright.
What do we go with number 2? We're going Tropicana as number 2?
I'd say the Trop.
Ben, you good with that?
Sure.
All right, the Trop at number 2. Based off it being on our list the most, Marlins Park has to be number 3.
Yeah.
And then we'll go Yankee Stadium, and then it's just a debate for what number 5.
Rogers Center.
Yeah, sounds like Rogers Center.
This is literally my list, just in a completely different order.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I didn't have Rogers Center or Yankee Stadium because I have a personal vendetta against Citizens Bank Park. So put that as number 6.
I'll put an asterisk right next to it.
Citizens Bank Park, asterisk, personal vendetta. I'm not going back to that park. If we ever do the 30 ballpark,
We are going.
I would rather go to the
If we're
Trop
going-
first.
If we
I'm
are
down to
going,
go to
we are
Trop.
going to do all 30 MLB ballparks. We are going to all 30 MLB ballparks.
Well,
We're
hang on,
not doing all 20. We're not doing 29 MLB ballparks. We're not doing 26. We're doing 30.
Let me count off the ones I've been to already. Kauffman, Busch, Citizens Bank, and did I actually go to that one or not?
I have only I've been to Kauffman, Busch.
I'm trying.
That's about it, I think. Actually,
I've been to
at
another
least I'll
Royals-
have something against you two that I'll have against both of you. I've been to Cooperstown.
Oh, man.
Ben Kauffman, just the one. All right, but we'll cross a few more of those off this list, like when we go to American Family Friendly Foundation
Miller Park.
Sandusky
Miller
Memorial
Park.
Field.
Miller Park. Miller
No,
Park.
you make a sign that says all that on it, Brock.
We need to.
Pretty sure if we put something like that, Sandusky on it, we get immediately kicked out.
Maybe. It is now time for Ben's three things, though, and it's just going to be him talking about Jerry Sandusky for an hour and a half. We need to make that a T-shirt. You know that, right? We're gonna have to.
No.
Yeah.
No, please no,
Yeah.
please no. We're not. You two, we do not endorse anything Jerry Sandusky has. That dude
Oh,
can
hell
rot in
no.
hell.
Hell
We
no.
know.
Never
dude
would
can-
we endorse
That
that.
dude can rot in hell.
Okay.
However, we have some funny jokes about
Say
this.
however after what I just said.
However, that needs to be a
Like
T-shirt.
the,
joke
you're like
about
the,
it a lot.
I like how you just turned into a crab that can answer questions vaguely.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Anyway, Ben, your three things.
All right. Number one on my list of the three things.
Whoop-a-cha.
So, the Thursday night football game with the Chiefs and Raiders,
Monday night.
right? Or
No. That's not-
Monday. They played. Wait, this Thursday?
yeah,
This most recent Thursday. It was Commanders and Bears.
the weekend before that.
Colts
Sorry.
and Broncos.
Colts,
Jesus,
the
it was
greatest
Monday.
game.
I'm going crazy. It was midnight. I'm
Alright.
losing thought of when game.
Okay.
But
It's only
week
week 6.
okay, never mind. Travis Kelce is the fourth tight end in NFL history to have 4 receiving touchdowns in a game, and he is the first to do it since 1985.
Oh God, it's my sleep paralysis demon. There's a video I saw, and it's oh God, what was the sitcom? And it's like what's his face? He's like, I scored 4 touchdowns in one game.
Yeah,
I scored 4
Bundy.
touchdowns in one game.
Al
Huh?
Bundy, Married with Children.
Yep.
Al
Like I
Bundy.
scored 4 touchdowns in one game.
All right, Brock. My number 2 thing on my list
Whoop-a-cha.
goes to Tennessee wide receiver Jalen Hyatt for his absolute monster performance against Alabama, which we will talk about later. But he had 6 receptions for 207 yards and 5 receiving touchdowns for the most receiving touchdowns in a game in Tennessee school history.
My man's put up some freaking monster. That's some
like
some
Madden
straight up
numbers,
NCAA,
bro.
dude. That's some straight NCAA 14 numbers right there.
And how did they celebrate?
We'll get to that in a
About that
second.
later.
We'll talk about it in a second.
And then
I'll get it ready
finally,
now.
my number 3 thing on my list.
Whoop-a-cha.
I will just I'll make sure I have the picture up here on my phone. But it was a certain character who was at the Rice at FAU game this weekend. If you guys didn't
Rice
hear
at
about it or not.
FAU?
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It was a certain person. Yeah.
What the hell?
What are you
But,
talking about?
The man, the myth, the legend, Antonio Brown was at that game,
Oh,
Bro.
and he was messing around with the band kids, and they literally gave him their instruments to just walk around the sideline and play during the game. There's a 2-minute long video of Antonio Brown playing a sousaphone on the sideline. It's hilarious. And then like there's a video of like him playing some other instruments as well, and I'm just like, why is he at this game? Like, he doesn't have any family that goes to either of these games. He doesn't have family that lives in that area. He never went there for school. Why is he there?
Why is he in Boca Raton?
But I just thought that was pretty funny. and that was my third thing on my list.
Well,
No,
Ernie-
I'm not gonna make that joke. I was gonna make a certain hired certain person that hired the voicers joke, but I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
I already have it out. You want to talk about the game?
What was it? Was NCAA football next? Or
Brock's on that Nick Satan pack right now.
you mean Saban? You mean Nick Saban?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Satan. That's
He
what I
Nick
said.
Satan.
Nick Satan. That's what he is.
Okay, I guess this is someone coming from the Big Ten. It's the Big Ten. This is someone who's Big Ten. This one is Nick Saban.
No, he's Satan himself.
Yes.
Yeah. Tennessee! I told you! I told you!
Hey, I picked Tennessee too.
No, you didn't. You picked Bama.
No, I picked Tennessee. I'm pretty sure I picked Tennessee.
I had it up and everything. You picked Bama. The only other one that
Pretty sure.
here that was with me and picked Tennessee was the fellow SEC East gentleman wearing the Mizzou hat right now.
I would like to say I had that Saturday off because like they were doing some like fogging to the plant. So they had closed the plant down and everything. And like, because I guess somebody was doing a Worlds of Fun day. I don't know. That sounds so stupid. And everyone was like, "Are you gonna go?" Like, no, I'm gonna do what a normal 22-year-old would do.
I end up
And
in
that's
the
sit my
bushes
ass.
across
And I
the
said,
highway.
"That's sit my ass." And I told.
I
and
know
told
not
people
everyone
at work
heard
because
that,
I'm
but
like,
I heard that. Ben, that's
so I
fucked
told
up.
everyone. Ben, that's Ben. That's fucked up. But anyway, I told all my coworkers because everyone kept asking me, "What do you do your Saturday?" Like,
You know
go-
what? Just for
everyone
that, you
wait.
get the No-No Demon. No-No Demon is now
Someone at
scared.
work asked me when they asked me, they're like, "Are you gonna go to Worlds of Fun?" I'm like, "Oh," and they were like, "Why not? You're gonna go to Worlds of Fun." But I'm like, "Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm a 22 years old. I'm gonna do what any other 22-year-old would do, and that's sit my ass on my couch and watch college football all day and postseason baseball." And guess what? That is exactly what I did. Best free day off ever. Fucking hate you, Ben. But it's not what happened. But here's the funny thing, Brock. If you would like to come back, we all can talk about this. It's not what happened during the game. It's what happened after the game.
Yeah, but Tennessee knocked off Alabama 52-49 with their first win against Alabama since 2006, snapping a 15-game losing streak. And who would like to mention what happened after the game?
Well, since I'm not going, they decided to, like any other sane college would do when knocking off Alabama, they rush the field and they proceed to bring down one of the goalposts. Here's what they did with
Both
the
goalposts were taken
Both
down.
goalposts were knocked down. But here's what they did with one of them. They took it out of the stadium. They
Through
took it out of the
campus.
stadium, went through all of campus and most of Knoxville, and then proceeded to. They had the whole goalpost, and then for some reason it kept getting smaller. Like it kept getting in pieces and pieces. Like it was just one of the one of the poles. Like it started as the whole thing. It started as the whole thing. Then like a couple of videos later, it's like it's both the uprights. Then another video later, it's just one upright, and then that said upright was then dumped into the lake or the river.
Dumped into the Tennessee River.
Yeah, it was then dumped in the Tennessee River.
Dun, 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 dun.
I would like to say,
dun.
gentlemen, I really wish I could go with you guys, but I have to work.
It's
I
okay.
You
would've
know what's
loved-
nuts? I've been hearing
I would
people
have
say,
loved the golf.
"What
I
if
would have
we
loved
met,
the
what if
golf rock
Mizzou
stuff and all
knocks
that.
off Tennessee at Tennessee?"
That's not happening.
It may happen. So,
Dude, the college
Mizzou has
football
a-
playoffs would be in shambles.
no,
Guys, respectfully,
Tommy.
that's not happening.
Tommy, Mizzou has a weird ass history against teams that are ranked in like the top 5.
Respectfully,
Look at what's happened previously this year
yes, I
against the number one ranked
happened
team.
with Georgia.
But no, that's normal for Mizzou. Mizzou will see a top 10 team and be like, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna live up to our potential." Where has this been all year?
But respectfully,
Oklahoma in 2011,
that's actually very true. But as I'm
Georgia
saying,
in 2013.
Can I finish my sentence?
No, because we're still talking about this right now. Mizzou just always has this strict, like, okay, Purdue and Iowa have, the perception of, oh, you go there, you lose. Mizzou, if you go there and you're ranked, oh, you're in a dogfight.
I mean, have you seen the visitors locker room for Iowa? It's literally pink.
Have you seen the visitors locker room for Mizzou?
No, because I don't go to Columbia all the time.
Ben, you know what it looks like, don't you?
Never seen it.
It's a closet. It's literally like a closet. Welcome to Mizzou. Here's a closet.
As our football players get the brand new South end zone area.
That's so nice. Oh. Anyway, Tommy, continue.
I really wish I could go with you guys to thing, but I won't have enough. When are you guys going?
November 12th.
Well, yeah, I worked that weekend.
Take it off.
I won't have enough.
Join us for Tennessee Takeover. Join us for Tennessee Takeover.
I won't have enough PTO.
Who cares? Don't work.
I don't want,
The noodle.
You're sick. You're sick. Yeah.
They kind of.
Like I said, the noodle men will come after him.
The place that I work kind of could easily see through that. Easily.
The noodle men will come after Tommy
COVID.
Tonight.
That's true, but
then you'll join us for Tennessee Takeover and join me on the trip down to Columbia on Thursday. Because it's what me and Ben are doing. I'm going down there Thursday, and then we're leaving that Friday. But that wasn't the only upset that happened. Another game that I called, and I was the only one who had faith in them.
Yeah. 2 points.
Utah beat USC. Gentlemen, I told you. The South Division in the Pac-12 runs through Salt Lake City. Ben's sitting there laughing.
I get New Year's Day off? Sweet.
I'm glad you have your calendar right there.
I'm literally just it's literally just like a packet that they handed me. It's just for the rest of the year. But I'm like looking at December. I have the 31st and then the 1st and 2nd of January off, so I get to watch all the football in the world. I'm so happy! Oh, it's glorious.
TCU in overtime upsetted Oklahoma State, which...
Oh, God, that game was so good. Look, I get Oklahoma State lost, but that game was just amazing. Like, we had some good games this past week.
TCU, I saw some dude from ESPN, like they were talking about who they thought were going to be going to the national championship game. One guy said it was going to be Georgia and Ohio State, and then the other guy said it was going to be Georgia and TCU.
I know what he's talking about. I saw that. I'm like, what kind of crack is this guy smoking?
Exactly.
Yeah, what crack is he on? He thinks that Georgia's going to beat Tennessee?
Do they play each other this year?
They're in the same division.
Where's that game at? Is that game in the Hedges or at Rocky Top?
Knoxville.
That game's at Rocky Top?
Or no, it's between the Hedges. It's literally how it is. Tennessee goes to Georgia. The next week they play Missouri at home.
What day is that? What day is that they play each other?
That is the
Tennessee 5th. Rank 1.
That's the 5th when Mizzou plays
November?
Tennessee.
That's the 5th of November?
Might need to buy a Hendon Hooker jersey.
What happened to your Brock Bowers jersey?
They literally don't sell those. I'm sorry, dog.
Can't you custom make your own jersey and just put Brock, like, say Bauer? I don't know.
I've looked everywhere, dog.
But let's talk about the most important upset that happened this past week.
I mean, Alabama losing to Tennessee.
Kansas dropping out of the top 25.
Did they actually drop out?
I told you that Oklahoma would win. I told you. I told all of you. No one would listen. Kansas ain't shit.
You know why? You know why I picked Kansas? Because I looked at the past 2 games Oklahoma played and look how shit their defense was those past 2 games. They got blown out 49-0 the previous game to Texas.
Yeah, this was their rebound game. Guess who Kansas plays this week? Baylor in Waco. Baylor's going to win that. Kansas is going to lose again. They're going to be losing another one. They're not going to win another game this year. They're not.
Can we just agree that Kansas is the Cleveland, like they're like the eternal factory of sadness for the NCAA?
That would require that Kansas ever has any hope or expectations placed upon them.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, that's like just a compare, like I mean, come on, like it's like the only really good comparison I could think of.
Speaking of games that made me very happy, we will talk about Ben's Chiefs falling to the Buffalo Bills this week.
I also love one more college football thing.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Shout out to UCF quarterback John Plume, who tied the UCF school touchdown record with 4 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns in a 70-13 rout of Temple over the weekend.
Oh, it's Temple.
Wait, that was... Oh, yeah, that was Temple.
It's Temple.
You know what's funny is, like, I was on Twitter, and there was, like, an account I followed was like, good God, they scored a UCF game. I'm like, sure, it can't be. It's like, it was literally the Plankton thing. It's like, what? It's just an ordinary... Oh, my
goodness.
Squidward! Also, before we get any further, congratulations to Tulane. You're ranked. Good job, Tulane. Yeah. Green wave. Green wave. Now play against Alabama so we get to see who's the superior colored water. The green wave versus the crimson tide.
I feel like that's not even a debate.
It's the green wave. It's easily.
Oh, it's the crimson tide.
Nope, green wave. Anyway. Let's now talk about Ben's Chiefs losing to the Bills because this was glorious.
Before we talk about that,
did set the Chiefs record by drilling a 62-yard field goal. He set our new record for longest field goal in team history. So I am proud of him.
That record
even though he did miss like a chip shot after that. So
you know what's funny? The 59-yarder didn't even last, like, that record didn't even last a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I recognize when kickers are kickers. Man, hit an absolute freaking boot.
Bomb.
That thing was a boot.
And he turned around before it even went through the goalposts.
He knew it.
Dude, he knew it, like, dude, he hit it was like Tiger walking the butt. He knew it, too. And then he proceeds for what? 80-something yard field goal?
I don't know. It was like a shot compared to that. And
it was like something easy for butt kick, and I was like, oh, the duality of kickers. They can make field goals from 63 yards, yet this one from 50.
Tommy, it's now time. Just now your time to gloat about being right about the Bills beating the Chiefs. Go ahead, gloat to Mr. Ben.
I mean, should I just go real quickly on TikTok, save the video of the Bills shit post after the win, and just post it in general?
You don't need to, my man.
Oh wait, I already did it in Snapchat. That's right.
No. Ben, your thoughts as a Chiefs fan about how the game went?
As a sports commentating fan, I was happy that a sports commentator actually predicted the right score, because at the beginning of the game, Tony Romo did predict that the Bills were going to beat the Chiefs 24-20. So, like, mad respect to him on the, like, the sports commentating front. Like
Tony Romo, that dude's a psychic.
But it was tough. I don't want to say like I don't want to come up with like, oh, we lost because of this and blah blah blah. But I will say that all I'm gonna say, we had a rookie corner on Stephon Diggs, and
Gabe Davis. You can't forget about Gabe Davis. Like somehow you guys always
don't
do.
care. But that throw by Patrick Mahomes at the very end, I'm like, dog, that's like that's easiest lurk interception I've ever seen. Like, that was a bad pass, and there was like literally two guys wide open.
I would like to say for the thing, the Bills did the big high IQ move by signing Von Miller for this type of game.
Yeah.
It really goes to show you how smart the Bills were signing Von Miller for this particular game. And then for the game in January, but if they see each other in January, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Ben.
then,
Please, NFL.
I will say the Bills probably should have won by a bigger margin because the Juju Smith-Schuster touchdown shouldn't have happened. That was all luck and him somehow miraculously not getting tackled by the four dudes. And yeah, it's gonna be crazy once the Bills sign Christian McCaffrey here in that trade soon. So
I wonder who they would give up for Christian McCaffrey. I just wonder who.
they could literally give up their entire running back room for him, dude. It doesn't matter.
I get that, but yeah, that's true. Also, can we talk? Are we going to take the Giants seriously now?
Oh, no, I'm not done yet. Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have the same amount of losses as the Colts?
I don't know about that, man. You guys have 3 losses in my book. I counted tie as a loss.
I count. Yeah. That tie is.
Does that mean neither of the teams were good enough to win a game?
That's what got the Steelers into the playoffs last year.
Shut your damn mouth.
They got wiped.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
But you know I'm right.
Oh, look at Philadelphia leads San Diego 2-0 entering bottom of the 8th inning.
So, with that, the Colts did win against the Jaguars. Put those memes to rest.
Sadly.
You guys were being in Indy. What do you mean?
So, Nick Foles does not have the biggest dick. It is Matt Ryan. Because Matt Ryan
Matt Ryan is
looked
daddy.
good. Alec Pierce looked good.
Matt Ryan's stats on this game. Good God.
How many
42
throws did he have?
42 for 58, 389 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he didn't get sacked. QBR of 81.9, passer rating of 107.6.
And Alec Pierce had a good game finally.
Pittman had 13 receptions, 134 yards. It says D. Jackson on here. It's not Deshaun, it's Deion Jackson, the running back for the Colts. Had 10 receptions, 79 yards. Paris Campbell, 7 receptions, 57 yards. Pierce, as Ben said, 3 receptions, 49 yards. The touchdowns were by Campbell, Pierce, and Woods. Hey,
So
AFC South, we're back.
What is Jacksonville's record now?
They are now 2-4.
So were those 2 games just like flukes, or are they just just not figuring things out?
They played well against the Eagles. I don't know.
So speaking of teams in the East, how are we assessing New York, the Giants, after their win against Baltimore? How are we assessing them?
I don't know.
Lamar asking to be traded after this season?
I mean, hell, with the ineptitude
Oh,
they have offensive play calling in the 4th quarter.
I mean,
Colts will take him.
the Ravens did sign a wide receiver today.
You would have to mortgage Lucas Oil Stadium just to get Lamar Jackson.
No, he wouldn't.
The Ravens did sign a wide receiver today, so they might have help on the way.
For Lamar.
We don't need first-round picks. We haven't had those the last few years.
I'm seeing
Lamar, you
Baltimore
guys heard
have
me.
it. Huh?
Lamar
What?
Jackson has been struggling to throw the ball to anybody, and there's only 2 receivers that are over 100 yards receiving on the Ravens, but they just signed a receiver today that might be helping them. As I'm meaning this in a joke because the guy's 35 years old, but Deshaun Jackson got signed by the Ravens today.
See, everyone's asking if we should take the Giants seriously. There's another team in the NFC that has come out of nowhere that we need to start asking this question about.
Who's that? The other New York team?
Vikings New York teams?
With Kirk Cousins?
5-1 are the Vikings right now.
No, he's Kirk Cousins right now.
He is insane.
Ever since he got that chain, he's played like a man possessed. Ever since he got that
chain.
Ever since he got that, he has played like a man possessed.
Dude, put him in a prime afternoon game. Absolute baller, best quarterback all time. Prime time.
My man is going to have a day. My man will have a day. If you put him on at noon
to 3 o'clock game time, he'll have an absolute ball fest.
Ball fest.
I don't know.
Can I say one thing as a Saints fan? Did it suck losing? Ben, I would like to say this. You put the thing on the chat. I'd be like, the Saints blowing leads like 2.5 minutes left in the game. That's nothing new to me. That's nothing new. That is nothing new. Like at all.
Or even less than 2.5 minutes.
Exactly.
Was just in the Vikings.
Exactly. The thing I remember with less than 2 minutes is the Beastquake and the Minneapolis Miracle. God, I hate remembering those.
And
this is nothing.
also just getting super dome pieced at home.
I mean, that's what happens when Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow decide to turn into Shaq and Kobe.
No. Again, with the Vikings, the forgotten playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
Super dome piece, which is what I like to call it. Kyle Rudolph just catching it over your run, over your playoff contention window of going to the Super Bowl, over. The Vikings sunk it.
I kind of knew the writing was on. Kind of the last chance to get it. I was like, okay, whatever.
And it's over. And now you're stuck being perpetually mediocre.
But you guys the Saints do have a player that's coming out of the woodworks to possibly be really good the rest of the season. The resurgent Taysom Hill.
Oh. Are you going to bow to your Mormon God yet, Tommy?
No.
Speaking of Taysom Hill, in an interview, he was asked about all the
I thought he was about ready to say, speaking of Mormon gods.
Taysom Hill was asked in an interview about all the different positions that he plays for the Saints, and he responded back to this interview with, "I don't know, I just work."
It's a very Taysom Hill answer for saying that to yourself. Very Taysom Hill answer.
So,
but yeah, no, like it was. You know what's funny? There was a picture I saw, like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow in the Superdome, and it was literally like
Moss
Shaq
and Cunningham.
Numbers.
The one you sent me was Moss and Cunningham.
Yeah, that one. And there was another one I saw where it was Shaq and Kobe, and then LeBron and Kyrie in the 2016 finals.
So, you mentioned them earlier, Tommy. Should we also start taking the Jets pretty seriously?
I would like to say they took care of business against the Packers, but they were a touchdown away from an ass kicking of the Packers.
Their only losses this year are to the Ravens and to the Bengals. They beat since they've gotten Zach Wilson back, though, they are 3-0. With wins over Steelers, Dolphins, and Packers.
But look at what I hate to hear the win against the Dolphins. Look who the quarterbacks were in that game.
Do not disrespect the name of Skylar Thompson, the man that I played against.
I'm trying not to, but that was like the only reason. There was something I saw on Football Night in America with Sauce Gardner, and it was it said it's a cheese hat, and it was like lost in the sauce. And I'm like, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Jets need something. The Jets need something like that since Revis Island.
Yep. By the way,
Jets
Sky
have needed
Thompson
something
this
different.
past week against the Vikings, 3 for 13, 89 yards, no interceptions, no touchdowns.
I mean, both New York teams haven't been. I mean, the Giants haven't been this.
Three New York teams.
Two of those teams are in New Jersey, by the way. There's only one true team in New York, and that's the Bills.
Bailey Zapp might be that guy.
Might be, but with the Giants, they haven't been this good since pre-boat picture.
Again, yeah. Bailey Zappi might be that guy.
Might be.
29 for 34, 309, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Might be that guy.
See, Ben, you heard Ben up, but Ben, you brought up a good question. What happens when Mac Jones gets back from IR and is healthy?
Then the Patriots should trade Bailey to the Colts. So he can just sit behind Matt Ryan for a year and then start next year.
I'm glad you didn't say trade him to the Broncos, because then his career would just get burned away by Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, no, I didn't say.
Also with the Broncos, isn't Nathaniel Hackett just going to be one and done coach?
I've been hearing rumors. I saw some rumors today that might be.
I'm like trending to think. I'm like, he's probably going to be out of here at the end of the season.
Again,
they're 2-4 right now.
Deserves to be a quarterback in the NFL right now, apparently. So maybe he needs to come home, and he's the answer that the Chiefs need at quarterback.
I don't think he'll go back to Denver, for being honest here.
I said come home, and I said back to the Chiefs. Come home.
Sure, he's got to wait another 15 years before that happens.
Daniel type position? Okay.
Play what, then?
Play the Chase Daniel position?
No, starts instead of Mahomes. Mahomes becomes irrelevant. Defenses figure him out. Drew Lock comes in, leads the Chiefs to 3 Super Bowls.
I mean, we'd have to wait
Drew Lock walking into Arrowhead
15 years before that happens.
Yes! Yes! For those of you that are only listening to the audio version, Ben just mocked Drew Lock whipping out his horse cock.
He just put his dick on the table, literally.
No, Ben didn't do that. That's only when we get to number 100 in the charts will he start.
Whoa! Number 1? You mean number 1?
No, I'm number 1. That's what happens when we get there. I'll start doing it.
Okay, SpongeBob, he was number 1!
Ben will do it at 100. Tommy will do it at 50.
50.
Ooh.
At 420, you will start seeing more pictures of Bandit.
All right, do you guys have any other more football things before I have a few more?
Go ahead.
I'm sure.
Let's see. Everybody already knows what's going on with the Devontae Adams situation. See, blah, blah, blah. He's getting charged with misdemeanor assault after shoving independently contracted credentialed meat worker who apparently suffered whiplash, headaches, and concussion.
I mean,
it's
solid concrete.
I think tomorrow? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. After arguing with his with the assistant coach on the sideline over the weekend, Panthers traded Robbie Anderson to the Cardinals before it was announced that Hollywood Brown was out for season with foot injury, so the Cardinals replaced a wide receiver with another one.
Also, I believe DeAndre Hopkins is coming back Thursday.
He is.
Supposedly, yes.
Yeah, supposedly he's supposed to come back. But God, that game's going to be so painful to watch.
It was today. It was announced today. Amazon will be adding a Black Friday game starting next season. And the teams will be announced next spring. So, what are your thoughts on that, Brock?
The NFL's a year-round sport. Come on.
Doesn't matter.
And then,
Ben knows what Black Friday
on
is.
Thanksgiving.
Ben.
We get 3 games
Tommy,
on Thanksgiving.
shut up.
We'll get a free game on Friday.
No. Tommy, shut up. Ben, what great game is always played Black Friday? 2:30 kickoff.
The awful 2:30 kickoff slot time
On a
of-
Friday. On
on
Black
a
Friday. Who is it?
Missouri and Arkansas.
Battle Line rivalry. Always
Hate that
Black
it's on
Friday.
that day. It's awful.
Always Black Friday. Always Black Friday. Always 2:30 kickoff.
Yeah, because they're not gonna boot the Iron Ball from the 2:30 slot.
No, the reason why they do it is because it's just a tradition now because those two schools are so close to each other. You have them play.
I hate that it's on Black Friday. It's awful. It sucks.
You're just saying that now. When you're out of there, you'll be like, "Oh, it's fucking great. I love it."
No.
Yeah, you will. We'll go to the game next year and.
And finally, saw this this diagram today, but the Chargers and Justin Herbert are perfectly balanced. If you guys didn't know, but the Chargers all-time franchise record is 472 wins, 472 losses, and 11 ties. Justin Herbert's career record is now 19-19 after beating the Broncos, and they are, as the image shows, perfectly balanced.
That's
As
all.
all should be.
Good.
This does put a smile on my face.
This does bring a smile to my face. Fine.
When you walk up to a group of 3 friends and say that only 2 of them are dirty. Balanced as all things should be.
That's so. Oh man.
This does put a smile on my face.
Yikes. Anyway, it is now time.
Classic meme.
It is now time for the BCFL update.
Man, I took 3 L's this weekend in fantasy, bro. I lost in all 3 leagues that I'm in.
We'll start with that, Ben. Me and Ben had a good game, but I came
I
out
had
on
like
top.
half my running backs benched because of bye week.
Same here.
I think I got some people coming up on the week too.
You do. Y'all, I was about ready to tell y'all you'll need to update your stuff. Tell your brother too as well, because right now he's only got like half his
right
roster.
now is you're only projected to get 60 points unless you update your roster.
So, to review, I defeated Ben 124 to 118. I am now 3-3 in the league in playoff position because I have beaten Macy twice. Tommy defeated Macy 103 to 101.
By the skin of my teeth.
He's now 2-4 in the league. Ben falls to 4-2. Macy falls to 3-3. I go to 3-3. Finally, B Card Entertainment Papas has suffered a loss at the hands of the Mile High Salute in a blowout. In a blowout, 105 to 69. The Sarbacks defeated Mike's Dog Pound.
Did you forget to tell your dad to update the roster? Because I think he had a bunch of people on the bye week or something like that.
The Sarbacks?
Or not, I don't remember. No.
Sarbacks? That's my dad. No, the Sarbacks are my dad. He defeated Mike's Dog Pound 101 to 90. The Justin Fields Hype Train has finally won a game.
Yeah.
107 to 89 over the Goffense. So, round of applause for Justin Fields Hype Train finally picking up a win. Good job. It only took you beating Justin Fields. And I gotta check.
What happened when
Justin
you
Fields?
draft Justin Fields start the season? Probably would have been undefeated
Justin
by now.
Fields played and got him 27 points. And he won because Jamar Chase went off.
Yeah, Jamar Chase had a freaking game. My man, freaking Randy Moss numbers.
As for this current week coming up, I am once again taking on Miss Macy Shear in a battle of the 3-3s, meaning Ben and Tommy will once again play each other. Tommy, seriously, update your roster.
Yes, I will.
You only have,
will update my roster.
or keep it there because you have
only have-
420 minutes of game time for your players. Nice. Mile High Salute versus Mike's Dog Pound in a battle of 2 and 4 teams. The Juggernaut battle. B-Card Entertainment Papas and the Starbacks battle for first place in the fans division as they are both 5 and 1. Justin Fields Hype Train and the Goffense go at each other yet again. So we'll see if they can get some revenge in that one. Your standings currently, if it'll load for me. Ben is currently atop of our league standings right now, just barely at 4 and 2. I'm in second at 3 and 3. Macy at 3 and 3. Ben or Tommy at 2 and 4. Right now, me and Ben are the playoff position in our side. In the fans' side, B-Card Entertainment Papas and Starbacks 5 and 1. The Goffense 3 and 3. Mike's Dog Pound and Mile High Salute 2 and 4. And Justin Fields Hype Train at 1 and 5. May the odds be ever in your favor, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
And some updates on the waiver wire. Mr. Ben picked up the Baltimore Ravens defense. What, Tommy?
Because I dropped the Dolphin defense because I didn't realize.
Watching game 1 of the LDS right now, it just got interesting.
I mean, the Dolphins were my backup defense to begin with, but I didn't realize they were ranked 27th in the league. So I'm like, yeah, no.
Ooh,
I'm picking
yeah,
up
no.
the 9th ranked defense.
I dropped Jahan Dotson and picked up James Robinson, who was dropped by the Mile High Salute for Brian Robinson, which I'm sitting here, I'm going, dumbass, why did you drop James Robinson?
Travis Ian is getting more playing time over James Robinson.
Doesn't matter. James Robinson is still scoring points.
For how much longer, we'll see.
Juju Smith-Schuster got picked up, and for Mile High Salute, he dropped Hayden Hurst. There's Ben dropping the Dolphins. And yeah, that's about it. That's your update for the BCFL. Good luck to you, gentlemen, because you two play against each other. Anything on the line? Tommy cutting his hair if he loses?
No. Oh, hell no.
Tommy, I like it. You're finally growing your hair out like I am.
I've been growing my hair out. What are you talking about? I washed it today. I washed it with shampoo today. So
I washed mine with shampoo and conditioner today.
I conditioned mine as well too. So
Ben's over here like, short hair gang. Not showing
the
it off.
intrusive thought. Although my intrusive thoughts are always shave your hair, cut your hair, start fresh, start anew.
Oh, you?
Yes.
You're saying that?
Because I've never had hair this long before, ever.
Yeah, I'm not used to you having that long of hair. It's kind of weird. Plus, you have no
I ever
facial
had
hair?
was senior year of high school, man.
I shaved yesterday too, so.
And you have no facial hair, so you just look really weird. Anyway, it is now time for picks.
Picks.
Only two NFL games this year, or this week, because the slate is really kind of.
The board does not look good this week.
In contrast to
Thursday night football.
Nope, we're not doing that.
I'm so worried about Thursday night
Speaking
football.
of Thursday night football, I saw a thing that was talked about by a bunch of people, but they're saying like whoever loses Thursday night football is forced to play in the Thursday night football slot every week until they win a game, and the team that loses gets replaced, and they have to stay in that slot until they win a game.
That sounds like Twitter. So make it the Denver Broncos. Just Denver against a random opponent. Make it Denver against a random team.
I don't hate it. It's like relegation.
Amazon owns the rights to the Thursday night games and stuff and everything. And it started out just like so awful because all the Thursday night football games have been just absolute trash. And someone's like, well, if they want to keep it on the theme of the Thursday night football games being trash, just have whoever lost the Thursday night football game and have them play like a schedule or whatever, but just the team that loses is forced to play all of their games on Thursday night football until they win, and then the team that lost is replaced in that Thursday slot.
All right.
Yeah. Well, sooner or later, I hope I hope they have the red NFL zone from
Oh,
Amazon.
I thought you were getting ready to say something else, and I was about to get real scared there for a second. I thought you forgot
No.
what Washington's team name
I'm
was.
praying to the gods once
the
this
spiders.
season's over, Amazon immediately buys the rights to NFL Red Zone. I would sell my soul to the freaking devil for Amazon to buy NFL Red Zone. It's not even
you
a
completely missed what he said, and that's
Wait,
one of
what
the
did you
funniest things Ben said. So I said,
Wait,
you
what did
forgot.
say?
I said I thought you forgot what Washington's team name was, and Ben says the Spiders.
After Tommy's mistake earlier.
Just the way Ben said it, the Spiders.
The Spiders.
Anyway,
Game just went final. Phillies are up a game. Phillies just got a game. 2-0 is the final.
Boo.
Why are you booing? This is like literally these two teams. I do not want either the Yankees or the Astros to win the World Series. I'm fine with either.
Padres to win.
Of the ALDS.
Yeah, can we just hit the reset button on the LDS?
I want the Padres to win so they can have their first World Series title in team history.
So they can shove it in the faces of the Dodgers too. God,
Oh, that as well.
That'd be nice.
Anyway, picks
that'd be-
time.
Oh my god, that'd be
Picks.
hilarious.
We're back to picks.
Picks time. Starting off with the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee is a 2.5-point favorite. This is for first place in the AFC South.
Where is this game being played? Is this game played for Lucas Oil or
Nashville,
Hmm.
where the Titans have struggled for some reason.
Colts plus 2.5.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Tammy?
I'm just taking the Colts to win that game.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything out of Nashville at all for the Titans.
No.
Derrick
I'll
Henry
take
even doing
Colts
anything?
plus 2.5.
Tommy's taking the Colts plus 2. Well, I got another jersey in the mail besides this one right here. Finally showed up.
Nice.
My Eddie George jersey.
Oh wow! Speaking of the Philadelphia
I just said they won 2-0.
San Diego game, Zach Wheeler allowed one hit over 7 innings with 8 strikeouts.
So, I have a question for you, gentlemen. Who did Eddie George play for?
The Oilers.
You're right. For that reason, I'm taking the Colts because that's right. They should still be the Oilers and in Houston.
Another 2 Houston teams?
Or
The
Oilers
Texans are
there.
technically an expansion team.
yeah, and they should be in Memphis. Anyway, the final NFL game, because they're just all crap this week. The Atlanta Falcons travel to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. The Bengals are 6-point favorites.
It's a Sunday night game this week.
Not good.
Not good. What is it? Just tell me to say the name of the game.
Sunday night this week is Steelers Dolphins.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. never mind.
Monday night is Bears Patriots.
What are some interesting? What other games do we have?
I'm just
Lions,
gonna say
Cowboys.
I'm taking Bengals.
Why are we
the
doing
minus
that
6.5.
one?
What? Lions Cowboys 1-4 versus 2-4?
Oh, I thought you said Giants Cowboys.
No, Lions. Giants Jaguars, Browns Ravens, Packers Commanders, Bucks Panthers, Broncos Jets, Texans and Raiders, Seahawks and Chargers.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm taking the Bengals on that one for that -6, like you said, right?
Yep.
I have a lot riding on the Bengals this week. I need them to score some points.
Brock, have the Falcons improved to 6-0 against the spread?
They're 3-3 right now.
No, but that's not like their actual for betting wise. I believe they're 6-0 against the spread or 5-0 against the spread.
They are 6-0 against the spread.
You know, I can't deny it. I'm taking Atlanta. Oh, I can't believe you just said that.
Tommy wants to burn his after saying that.
like Ron Swanson when he's like, I wanted a job in the federal government.
It's like Ron Swanson trying to eat a banana.
College football time, and there's a whole bunch of these. There's a lot of good games. A lot of good games. Kansas State travels down to Fort Worth to take on TCU. TCU is a 3.5-point favorite.
Ooh.
That's it?
Battle of the... Huh?
That's
yeah,
it?
3.5-point favorite, yeah.
Battle of the dominant purple?
Yes, Battle of the Purples. The purple animals.
And you said TCU's 3.5-point favorite? I'm taking Adrian Martinez in K-State plus 3.5.
And their Fortnite dancing mascot?
Yes.
That is a reference only people who watch that vlog will get.
I have to agree with that, and I'll take K-State.
I think TCU will take their first loss and put
Well,
them
then out of spite, I'm taking the
national
Horned
championship.
Frogs. Out of spite, I'm taking the Horned Frogs. So.
Plus, I think purple and gray is a better clashing than purple and black.
Technically, their colors are purple and white, so thank you.
Or whatever.
The next game sees a battle of the orange as Texas travels down to Stillwater to take on the Cowboys, and somehow the Longhorns are 6-point favorites.
What time is this being played at, by the way?
That's Oklahoma State, right?
I need to know because this will factor into picking.
2:30. On ABC. Good to know that we all have the cowpokes.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, Texas.
Give them hell, give them hell. Texas sucks. Next game. A battle for supremacy in the Pac-12 as UCLA travels to Eugene to take on Oregon. Oregon is a 6-point favorite.
Mm.
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 Can someone do me? I don't think someone can pull
I'm
up the
taking
picture.
UCLA.
Ben's taking the Bruins, who are undefeated right now.
Go Quack.
Tommy taking Oregon. I will also take UCLA. Don't know what it is about them this year. There's something special with this team, I feel like. The next game, the undefeated Syracuse Orange travel to Clemson, South Carolina to take on the undefeated Clemson Tigers. Clemson Tigers are 13.5-point favorites.
Didn't I pick Syracuse when you guys both picked the NC State?
Yes.
Huh. Wait, what's the number?
13.5 for Clemson. It's a very ugly number.
Are you sure there's is there any other good substitution game we can do that? Because I just don't like that number at all. I don't like that. Really?
This is it. I have all the games written down.
I want to go Clemson, but I don't like that number.
I'm taking Syracuse in the points.
Tommy taking Syracuse.
The only reason why I'm taking Syracuse is because I hate that number.
Ben?
I'll go Clemson. The Orange taking L.
Yeah.
They get squeezed.
Yeah, same.
Well, technically, both of these teams' primary color is orange, so.
Cincinnati travels to Dallas. Cincinnati is a 3-point favorite.
Dallas, who are they playing?
Against SMU.
Pony up, pony up.
What is Cincinnati's record right now?
5-1. They're once again ranked in the top 25.
I'm taking Cincinnati.
I'm going with Tommy.
Oh, ye of little faith.
SMU get stomped this weekend.
You get stomped.
Wait, what did that say?
SMU beat Navy. What are you talking about?
Oh, then it was the weekend before.
Yeah, it's a UCF who's a juggernaut. No, when SMU's lost this year, except for UCF, they've lost close, and it's been to TCU and Maryland. But I guess now we have to have it circled on our calendars for when Tulane and Cincinnati play, and it's at the end of the year.
Oh, it is? Oh, my goodness.
Let's go! Anyway, so you two have Cincinnati, and I have SMU. Old Miss. Tommy's ears just perked up when he heard that, because he gets to pick an Old Miss game. Travels to Baton Rouge to take on the LSU
game.
To take on the LSU Tigers. The LSU Tigers are 1.5-point favorites.
Taking Ole Miss. That's my lock of the week. Ole Miss. That's my lock of the week. Ole Miss might plus 1.5.
Ben.
Okay, give me a second. I have to mention this guy's name, so give me just a second here.
This game is this is the CBS game, by the way. I already looked it up.
Dun, 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 the greatest song in the history of sports.
History?
Like, when that comes on, you're like, oh, hell yeah, we getting a good one.
Yeah, like last week. Alabama, Tennessee. I hear I'm like, oh my god, my body is ready.
The other top 25 SEC game that I'm not doing is Mississippi State versus Alabama. The reason I'm not doing it is because the line is Alabama minus 21. Yeah, not doing it for that reason.
No.
We would all be on Mississippi State for that reason.
Yeah. Is that game in Starkville or Tuscaloosa?
Tuscaloosa.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking Mississippi State on that.
Anyway, Ben.
Okay, yeah. So, as I mentioned once already here before on the podcast, I'm in a big group with all the other SEC SUSAs, and so I am saying this directly to Ole Miss SUSA player Ethan W. They're gonna lose because he's always talking trash to other schools group chat. Ole Miss is gonna lose.
So you're just picking LSU out of spite?
Yeah. And they look really good against
Rebels, yeah! Really, Tommy? Nothing from that?
Yeah!
Yeah, Rebels, yeah! I got Old Miss.
Yeah! Tombstone!
Next game, me and Ben will not be picking on this podcast, but we will be picking it overall. Vanderbilt travels to Columbia to take on the Tigers. Mizzou are 14-point favorites.
Knowing Mizzou,
it's homecoming. Keep that in mind.
They are going to win.
And Sam Horn might be playing.
Well, they won't win it by 14.
So you have Vanderbilt.
Yes.
Sir, I would just like to state this. Mizzou is coming off a bye. It is homecoming, and Vanderbilt got completely embarrassed by Georgia.
I also like to say that it is Vanderbilt, so in Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri, sorry.
Lutherans coming off of being healed from injury.
You know what? I'm taking Missouri. I'm taking the points. Screw it. Why not?
And
I'm feeling this week.
Ben, do you want to make
Lovett?
Ben, do you want to make our non-score predictions that we usually do on EOS? Just pick if we have Mizzou winning or not here.
I'm picking Mizzou for this. I am.
Guys, save
Same.
it for Earn Your Stripes.
Well, no, we do a whole bunch of other stuff on there. The final game is Maction.
Oh.
I like how we have converted Ben into a Maction enthusiast.
Maction.
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 It is the return of the king of Maction here on BTT, as Eastern Michigan travels to Ball State, and the Eagles are 2.5-point favorites over the Cardinals.
You already know.
You already know. Tommy.
The Eagles are going to beat Sac State easily.
So we all have the unofficial child of BTT, Eastern Michigan.
Beating
You
Sac
already
State.
know. Tommy said his lock of the week is Old Miss. So
Brock, did you not hear
Obviously.
I heard. I'm ignoring what you said. Ben, what is your lock of the week?
Oh.
You have Indy plus 2.5, Cincinnati minus 6, K-State plus 3.5, Oklahoma State plus 6, UCLA plus 6, Clemson minus 13.5, Cincinnati minus 3, LSU minus 1.5, Mizzou minus 14, and Eastern Michigan minus 2.5.
I'm taking the Bengals game as my lock.
Right.
Just
You're
a
like
little bit.
you're like riding so high on the game that you're like one to like you're
I
hoping
have
Jamar
Joe
Chase
Burrow starting in
or
2
Joe
different
Burrow just
leagues,
goes
bro.
freaking game.
And I have Jamar Chase in one of those as well.
I hope we get that game. I want to watch that game.
My lock of the week.
Brock, just say the Colts.
It's actually not the Colts game.
Oh.
I'm debating between two other games right now. Which one I want to say is my lock. Yeah, with how they've been playing recently, I'm going to go with them. My lock of the week is TCU minus 3.5 against Kansas State. Because TCU's playing some damn good football right now. So, to review, Tommy has Indianapolis, Atlanta, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Oregon, Syracuse, Cincinnati, Ole Miss, Missouri, and Eastern Michigan. I have Indianapolis, Cincinnati, TCU, Oklahoma State, UCLA, Clemson, SMU, Ole Miss, Missouri, and Eastern Michigan. Ben has Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, UCLA, Clemson, Cincinnati, LSU, Mizzou, and Eastern Michigan. Gentlemen, may the odds be ever in your favor. And go Tigers!
Oh, those Tigers? I thought you were gonna do a Go Tigers.
Well, that also works for Mizzou, too. M-I-Z!
Z-O-U, Tommy.
Come on, Tommy. Come on. M-I-Z!
Z-O-U.
M-I-Z!
What's cracking me up is Ben just literally just like there's Ben Z-O-U.
Yeah! Yeah! Let's go! Let's go! He did it!
Oh my god.
Yes! Ben, high five through the camera. Ah, let's go! Tommy said ZOU.
Ben, I can easily tell you what my picture is. I can easily tell you what my profile picture is, but I'm not going to be that guy to spell it for you.
Okay.
Anyway.
You don't need to be that aggressive.
Anyway, Tommy said ZOU. Let's go. We're going to take him
That's
to a
not
Mizzou
because
game.
you said it. That's not because you said it.
Oh, Tommy, I'm gonna say you'll like this, but I got ticket to the movie.
Nice. Let's go.
I got it early as soon as it's in theaters, dog.
We now need to bring Tommy to a Mizzou game, Ben.
Yeah.
Maybe that one in St. Louis next year?
Possibly.
Boys, this needs to be us when we go to the movie.
What? I don't.
I'll let you know what it is, Brock.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I dig it. Yep.
Say I can't.
Sick.
Anyway,
I like it.
Tommy, would you be interested in going to the Mizzou Memphis game at the Dome next year? No, nothing.
Undecided.
Undecided.
Wait, they're playing in St. Louis?
Yeah.
They're playing in
Are you
St.
serious?
Louis next year against Memphis because that's halfway for both teams.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Anyway, Tommy, where can you be found on Twitter?
Dude _ Rex 14. The D and the R capitalized.
Ben, where can you be found on Twitter?
Elite Tiger Spore 1.
I can be found on Twitter at BrockGordon99. The B and the G are capitalized. Tommy! Ask Ben where the Twitter account can be followed.
Ben, where can the Twitter account be followed at?
B card _ENT. No.
Tommy.
It's B-Card ENT, one word.
Nope.
I
B
had it last
_ card ENT.
week.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was all one.
Nope, that's been taken apparently. So.
The B.
Brock, I was wondering, do you think we might get an appearance of Marcus Lucas at the St. Louis game next year?
Maybe. That's not a bad shout. We forgot to mention it earlier in the show. November 8th, November 9th episode of BTT will be number 69 of BTT. So what we will be doing is a Q&A session. So send all your questions in. Send any question you have for the three of us, for Macy, for whoever, for BTT. Send them in. These fine gentlemen that are here with me will be sending tweets out, being like, "Hey, send us the questions. Send us questions." Tommy has now lost his mind.
No way. Someone just tweeted that. There was a tweet that said, "Good thing Kyle Schwarber hit that ball to LA to know the Dodgers are still participating."
Oh. Anyway.
188.
Damn.
Anyway, send questions to us. Nothing is off limits.
Make
If you
sure
want to know
get to the top 50
And
dogs
everything.
loose.
what, Tommy?
Get us to the top 50 so we can see these dogs loose.
Get us to the top 100, and Ben will show his chest.
His dogs.
Whoa!
Ben will take his shirt off live
You
on
gotta go
air.
to 95 for that one, my friend.
No. At 50, Tommy will tell you what his hair
I'll
care
let the dog.
is.
He'll
I'll
clip
just
his
tell you now,
toenails
it's Dr.
and
Squash. Dr. Squash.
There you go.
Yo,
And
did
if we
Tommy-
get to one, if we ever get to one, then I will send a picture of me in just underwear.
Rock started an OnlyFans. Book it. Book it, Vince. Oh, wait, he's not there anymore. Never mind.
I will do a bra and panties match against Tommy for an OnlyFans.
Yeah. Let's go!
What's gonna be on the clothing? Spiders?
Freaking Brock's gonna have a nightgown match.
An evening gown match against Tommy.
Yeah!
Where Ben will be the referee and dressed as a schoolgirl. These are all
Would that be the best outfit though?
for
That's
you?
our noon
Oh,
game on
sure. Why?
Saturday.
Huh?
I'm like
I'm
looking at the
pretty sure
game.
Tommy
That,
can
I'm
come
looking
up
at
with
the
another
game that we have on Saturday at 11 o'clock. For like Fox, like their big noon game. You know what the big noon game is for Saturday for Fox?
Mm.
Ohio State and Iowa. And that game is in the shoe, by the way.
Ooh.
I really hope Ohio State puts 70 points up on Iowa. I hope to God that they do.
But anyway,
That's not me being a spiteful Nebraska fan. I'm just hoping, as a football fan, I hope they just blow the doors off of Iowa because it's god awful.
that same week that we have the 69th episode, me and Ben will be on our way to Tennessee for BTT's Tennessee Takeover. BTTTT. The Tennessee Takeover, where hopefully
the rightful U of T.
Agreed. Where I will be wearing this lovely jersey to the Tennessee Denver game.
And I'll be wearing this
I
one
feel
to
so
the
bad.
Denver Titans
I feel
game.
so bad at the NFL game you guys are going to.
Oh, I'm excited for it. Ben is too. Now, you know it'd be really great.
I'm wearing
Ben.
this Nick Foles jersey there.
Yes. Now, Ben, you know it'd be really great. The SEC would finally announce when the game time is for Mizzou, Tennessee. Okay, so this
But we
is
can talk about it in EOS, but there has been more times announced.
Yes, but okay.
Yeah,
So
talk about you.
Let's talk about EOS stuff.
Tommy, you know the stupidity of the SEC announcing when games start.
Oh no, I already
Them
know it's
and the
ridiculous.
TV actors.
Yeah. So South Carolina finally got announced, but we still don't know Kentucky and Tennessee yet, or New Mexico. But we know Arkansas, because Arkansas is always the same time every single year. Same day. It's always 2:30 CBS on a Friday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because that's like one of the only like noteworthy SEC games that's happening on Friday, because everyone knows what game is played on SEC game is played on Saturday. Everyone knows 2:30 Saturday CBS, the Iron Bowl. Everyone knows that.
Did this man just say notable SEC game and Mizzou and Arkansas in the same sentence?
You're damn right I did.
On that note, Tommy will have We Are Not Entertained this week. EOS will be coming out this week. I've been Brock Orton.
I've been Tommy Haley.
Then Benjamin Duncan.
Have a wonderful rest of your week, folks.
Don't freeze your ass off if you're here in the Kansas City area, because for some reason it is ridiculously cold.
Stay safe.
Drink water.